welcome to my channel. Hi guys, my name is Mimi. For those who don't know me, in case you're new here, karibu sana, welcome to this channel. If you've been here before, if you are a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for always stopping by, for always supporting my content, for always watching, liking, commenting down below, and sharing with your friends. Like the title suggests, in today's video it will be 27 lessons that I have learned in my 27 years. I recently turned 27. I had a super amazing birthday. Thank you so much to my close friends and family. They showed me amazing love. And with return to that, or with regards to that birthday, I was like, I might as well do a 27 lessons I've learned in my early 20s, or in the 27 years that I've existed. And it would be interesting. So get a cup of tea, get a glass of wine, get some gin and tonic, and let's do this. Let's do the 27 lessons I have learned in my 27 years. Number one would be consistency is key. Can I hear an amen? Consistency is key, with a capital K, capital E, capital Y. Like, consistency in everything that you do over the years really pays off. And pretty much in your relationships, consistency is key. In your friendships, consistency is key. In your work, in your gym, in your journey with God, every single thing, like just being consistent. And for me, consistent is like doing it, and every other day you're being a better version of yourself the previous day, consistently, over time. 2 days in, 3 days in, 4 days in, 60 days in, 70 days in, 100 days in. It does really pay off in anything that you put your hands to. So that's my take home. Consistency is key, period. My second point would be, money is not everything, but it's really important to have money. I come from a background where I really find safety in developing healthy relationships with money. I talk very well about owning money. I talk very well about saving money, investing money, making money. And I come from a point where I was auctioned, I think by the age of 23. I experienced 2 auctions in a span of 2 months. So it's pretty much, I'm dating this guy, it's a new relationship, I'm 3 months pregnant, I've gone to the clinic, I come back home, there's auctioneers who have been sending letters, by the way, that I wasn't seeing, and we were auctioned, and it was so scary for me and so like mentally challenging. And from that day henceforth, I realized, as much as you might be happy in that relationship, you're happy having nothing, or you're happy having the things that you have, money is extremely important, because that really changed my whole perspective of things. It really created a very deep fear that I would never ever want to be in that position ever again. And yeah, money is important. Money is extremely important. Doesn't mean it's everything in life, but it's somewhere up there in the list of things that I would always pray and wish to have. Because with money, then you could do a couple of things that would make life a bit easier. So I work so hard, and I pray to God that He may bless the works of my hands, so that I never end up in that position, because kuna venye money is important. Yeah. The third lesson would be understanding people's love languages. That is extremely important. I know there's 5 different love languages, if I'll get it right. There's acts of service, there's quality time, there's gifting, there's touch, and there's words of affirmation. So you could meet this person, and by the way, sijai kuwa na bahati with people, as in all my relationships, if if I just think about them, I've just never been lurking in that love circle yet. The word is yet. But one thing I hope that most of them got, that my love language is gifting. Like, I want you to gift me. I want you to gift me with money. I want you to gift me with cars. I want you to gift me with houses. I want you to gift me with everything. I want you to gift me with things that are free. Gift me with flowers that you pluck from outside. Gift me with something you've written with your hands. Gift me by sending to me a cheap whatever. I don't mind whatever it could be, but just the thought that you thought of gifting me really makes me like really go crazy and fall in love with you. And sometimes I might also be the toxic person in that relationship because I didn't understand your love language. Maybe your love language was words of affirmation, and I'm busy in the hustle and bustle, and I'm just texting, ha ha ha, lol, cheers, good day, fab. Like, maybe you needed to be told you're amazing, you're awesome, you're doing well. I do say those type of things, but it's very important if you understand someone's love language. Let it be your children, let it be your partner, let it be your mother, your father, whoever, the people around you and the people who matter. It's very important to understand what makes them happy. Some people prefer acts of service, some people prefer touch, some people prefer quality time, like they just want to walk with you, watch the sunset. Yes, it's very important to understand someone's love language. So the fourth lesson that I would tell my younger self, or I have learned as a person, is courtesy does go an extremely long way. And this my dad taught me when I was so much younger, and every other time we would end up in a fight, maybe with my small sister, like the sibling rivalry, it'd always be like courtesy does go a long way. So for me, where I'm seated from is like never underestimate the other person, the next person, because the future is so uncertain. Today I could be the one in that position, tomorrow it could be you. And sometimes you end up in horrible fights, and 2-3 years later, 9 months later, you regret, like, why did I do this? Because I need this person now. So always be courteous, because it does definitely go a long way. The future is uncertain. It doesn't hurt being courteous at all. Lesson number 5 would be that the 5 a.m. club is a real lifestyle. For me, I have achieved a couple of things, and this is written by Robin Sharma. It's a book written by Robin Sharma known as the 5 a.m. Club. But even in his life lessons by the monk who sold his Ferrari, that's a really easy book to read and understand because it's short stories. So if you're willing to read that book and the 5 a.m. Club, that is the secret to life. That's what I've seen work for me. I've seen it change my thinking, change my life, change the activities that I'm doing, change the quality of my thoughts. So just waking up early, very disciplined, waking up early, taking that silent time by myself, that 1 hour in the morning, 5 to 6, is just dedicated to me, dedicated to filling myself up, dedicated to meditating, connecting with God, connecting with a higher being, and just like planning my life out really ends up changing the whole ball game on how the activities of that day would be. Of course, with this COVID-19, sometimes I'm waking up at 11, I'm just like, okay, how am I waking up at 11? But over time, waking up early does make a difference. It could make a very significant difference in your life. Yep. Number 6 would be comparison is a thief of all joy. Please do not compare yourself. Do not compare your journey with anybody. Do not compare your life with anybody. Do not compare your lessons with anybody, because you'll end up always feeling like you're not enough. And honey, you are enough. You are smart enough. You're beautiful enough. You're amazing enough. You're gorgeous enough. You're bold enough. You are just enough. So don't just stop. Cut it out. Don't compare yourself. Sometimes actually it's very easy to start comparing yourself, and then you'll end up having like negative self-talk and self-doubt towards yourself that will cripple you from actually doing super amazing things. So what's the point of trying to compare yourself? Like, you're like, oh, I'm thin, but now, oh, my ex is now dating a fat, beautiful girl, or he's dating this super amazing woman who has this beautiful business going on. You don't know how she's running that business, honey. You don't know. You don't know what she's going through to run that business. You don't even know if it's her business. You get, like, just stop comparing yourself. Run your journey. Enjoy your journey. Enjoy the present moment now, and don't compare yourself to anyone, because it will rob you joy that you deserve to be enjoying at that present time. And that's all. Another life lesson I have learned is that your body, your mind, body, spirit, everything within you communicates to you. So listen to your body. When you're tired, take a break. When you are feeling exhausted, try and get as much hours of sleep. When you're feeling like I don't have sleep, try and be as productive as you can. Just listen to your body so much, because your body is every single thing. So listening to your body and actually taking action. If you look at your skin and it's not doing well, listen to your body, drink water. If you look at your body and you're feeling like, okay, I don't have a tummy that I desire, listen to your body. If you are getting headaches constantly, listen to your body and understand, why am I constantly getting headaches? Why am I constantly bloated? Why am I constantly feeling exhausted and fatigued? listen to your body. It does communicate, because whatever's going on inside will eventually show on the outside. So please do listen to your body. The top 3 things that I value right now, and the things that I've learned about myself, is that all I care about is health, wealth, and amazing packaging. Full stop. I hope nobody had me, but those are the 3 things that I care about now, unfortunately. Just health, wealth, amazing packaging, health for myself, health for my son and my family, wealth that would surpass human understanding and even blow my mind completely, and super amazing packaging, because in life you deserve to have fun packaging. Yeah. Another life lesson I have learned about myself, or have learned and would like to share with somebody, is that teamwork makes the dream work. I suck at communicating. I suck at communication. I suck at delegating duties. I feel like I'm blessed, and I feel like I'm more of a leader than a follower. And sometimes I lead, but I don't communicate. I end up leading, and I'm those people who do the project for the whole team, and I end up complaining deep in my heart, but genuinely speaking, I don't think I would let anybody do that project if not me, which really sucks, because what's the essence of a team? And now going forward, I'm really working on trying my very best to delegate duties. I want to have a PA around me. I want to have a team of people doing things for me. I want to avoid being the one shooting the content, editing the content, sharing with the friends. Like, it's too much to handle. There's people around me for a reason. I need to leverage on them. And teamwork does make the dream work. That's all I can say. And I want to talk myself into, Mimi, you need to understand, teamwork makes the dream work. Delegate duties. I move faster when I move like that, but sometimes I feel like I want to do amazing things. I want to touch 10,000 lives and empower 50 billion people. I can't do that by myself, and it really makes me sad that I end up starting things that I don't finish, because I started with so much energy. I've burnt out. There's nobody in the team to keep tagging me along, and I do know that if I did have an amazing team, we would go so far. So if you feel like plugging onto this team, leave your comments down below. Plug onto this team. Let's create magic together, because dream work does make the team work. Yeah, please, Mimi, learn that. And whoever's watching this, teamwork makes the dream work. The 9th lesson that I have learned is that prayer changes things. And my grandma, or my great grandma, has always handed over this wooden decor piece to all her kids, and it's currently at my mom's house. Fortunately enough, it might come to my house, and we'll take it all the way down. Is that prayer changes things. Sometimes you find yourself in positions where after you even ask yourself, nilikosea Mungu wapi? Like, what did I do wrong? Like, how did I get here? Which of my ancestors gave me this generational curse? I don't know if it's only me who asks myself that, but sometimes, I think all times, prayer does change things. There's some things you might not understand spiritually, but you end up praying for them. And most of the times, like when I find myself in a position where I really urgently need money for something, and I pray to God, and I'm just like, dear Lord, I need this amount of money to do this thing, and if it's in your will, please provide in abundance. And it always comes back. I don't know how, it does always come back. Prayer does change things. And also come from a point where I've been in a horrible, and I've been vulnerable on all my social media pages and whatever, and people are always waiting for me, like, oh, yeah, you went through that. Imagine, no, it's because of prayer. Because if I think about it, 2 years ago, I don't think I was this type of person. I don't think 2 years ago I'd sit down and actually have conversations with myself, you know. I don't think I'd sit down and have this type of conversations with myself. But over time, and praying over things, and having partners who pray for me, or like accountability partners, shout out to you, Miss Renee, for always reminding me that prayer does change things over and over and over and over again. Yeah, prayer does change things. Yeah. So the 10th lesson that I've probably learned in this first 7 years is that family is everything, and I love and respect, I have a profound new love and respect towards my parents, especially after I gave birth to my son, because I'm just thinking about, if I didn't have my family, who would have paid my hospital bills, where would I be living, what would I be doing? And along the years, that's my support system. regardless. Those are the people who, like right now, if you invite me for a house party, I'd rather go with my cousins. For my birthday, when we went to Trademark, I only invited my cousins. I didn't invite any of my friends. If you invite me as somebody to come somewhere, I'm calling my next cousin, like, let's go for this. Let's do this together. I don't know why. I've reached that age where I'm just appreciating having family around me. When I want to like rant and talk something, it might be tricky because now your whole family might end up knowing what you want to tell as a secret, but I feel like I'm much safer. I'm in a safer space being with my family. So for me, I've reached a point where family is everything, and now I love and respect my family like mad. If they're calling me, I'm coming through 100. Like, I'm not even thinking twice about it. If she needs anything, if she needs, I'm there. I just want to be present for my family and friends so that they also understand that I love and respect them so much, because family is like ukoju when it comes to priorities for me. Yeah. Number 11, or the 11th lesson I have learned, is that it's very important to have your finances in order from as soon as possible. When I was much younger, I used to be that child who, oh, when Blue Band is over, I run, I scramble for that tin of Blue Band, I decorate it with wrapping paper, I cut a hole at the top, and that would be my piggy bank. I've always been that person who saves and has my finances in place, and I pray to God that I just don't want to look like I have my finances in place, but I actually want to have my finances in place, because there's nothing more important than that mental space. For me, I come from a point where if I'm financially not okay, I have so much mental baggage. I'm thinking about the opposite things. I'm thinking of doing this thing instead of doing this other thing, because my mind, like, I'm just not stable. So I've learned it's really important to have your finances in place, and that's why I'm so passionate about empowering people from as young as however young. Try and start saving, because that just gives you a head start. Try and learn about acquiring assets and what assets to acquire in what moderation. Diversify your portfolio. Just balancing that whole game of money, the whole numbers of money, is very important from early as you can. And in my generation, sometimes I could look this nice and somebody imagines, oh wow, she has her finances in order, but at the back of my mind, I don't have, or behind the curtains, I don't have my finances in order. So one thing I've really learned is very important to have your finances in order in real life. Kwa ground, uko kwenye ground, vitu ni different. Kwa ground, you need to have your finances in order. Okay, so the other lesson that I have learned is respect. We talk about courtesy. Now this is respect. Respect for me is especially in relationships, respect for me is very deep, because I come from a point where I was, for example, there's a day, let me actually do a quick story. There's a day I rock up at B Club with my best friend. We rocked up at B Club, reason being, it's my boyfriend's or my ex's birthday. So he was like, oh, you don't do stuff for me, I always do stuff for you, I want us to go to a big club. I was like, no, I want you to go have fun with your friends, because anytime you have fun with your friends, you end up disrespecting me. So I didn't show up. But I don't know what little voice told me to rock up at B Club, and I did rock up at B Club, and I did find what I was expecting to see. And the guy is just there, kissing mummies, touching them, and we're on the same table, and this is someone you live with, this is someone with you have kids with, and I was just like, am I even respecting myself to be here? Or does this guy even respect me? Respect is important, especially self-respect. Jiheshimu, sister, jiheshimu, brother, like, babe, respect yourself. Because it gets to a point where if your rate card, if this is how you treat yourself in front of people, that's how people will treat you. Because if you don't respect yourself, who will? Okay, some people might respect you, but if you don't respect yourself, then definitely it does affect how other people will treat you, and of course respecting others around you. But jiheshimu. I've learned to respect myself and to value myself, because I am worth that respect. Another lesson that I have learned is silence is gold. Silence is gold. I have no regrets, by the way. Don't get me twisted. Don't get me wrong. Me, I don't even know what's wrong with me. Maybe that's why this channel is called Mimi Talks, because I yap too much. But there's a point in my life where I feel like I didn't have the right people around me, or whoever would give me an ear, I would yap, and yap everything. And now I sit back, I'm just like, wow. Well done. Congratulations, Mimi. You're doing well. You're doing very well. Because I feel like I was giving some power or a part of me to people who didn't deserve me just because I needed an ear at that time. And I'm just thinking about it, if I just kept quiet and put my thoughts together, I wouldn't be feeling like that. And sometimes you end up sitting with people and having to be friends with people who you know for sure, and I messed by telling this person this thing. Now I have to be kind to them, I have to be nice to them so that they don't tell the other person this thing that you did. Whereas if you just shut your mouth, honey, it would help. It would help. But don't get me twisted, it did help me. At that time, I needed to vent out all my anger to anybody or everybody who was willing to listen. Some listened and helped, some listened and gossiped, some listened and just laughed, and some had nothing to do. They were just exactly like me. They wouldn't do anything but just listen. And it's important to be that friend who listens, but also it's important, before you talk, ask yourself, am I going to regret after I utter these words? Because once it's out, it can't come back in. So for me, I come from a point where, hey, these days, you ask me anything, I don't know, honey. I don't know. Do you have problems? I have no problems. I'm fine. I am okay. Nobody needs to know my problems. Nobody needs to know my good things. Nobody needs to. That's where I am at now, currently. I don't want anybody talking about me. I don't want to talk about anybody. I'd rather talk about myself to myself. Yeah. I'm at that point where I'd rather talk about myself to myself. And if I have to talk to anybody, it has to be me, myself, and me. I only talk to myself, about myself. I don't even talk about people anymore. I don't even talk to people. I just don't want. I'm happy the way I am, because silence is gold. Another life lesson that I have learned, and this is to the yummy mummies in the building, the young mummies or the old mummies, anybody who has a baby, is that you cannot lose yourself because you have a child. I did give myself about 2 years, and by the way, guys, it was very intentional, and I've said in my other videos, it was very intentional for me to get my son at the age that I got him at, the person that I got him at. And by the way, I'm tempted. Sometimes I have some very demonic thoughts of getting children. I don't know if it's just me who thinks like this. Now that I already have this one son with this person, so I get all the other 5 that I wanted to get to the same person, and then I just say kufa makanga kufa dereva, hey, and then I sit down and I remember my pains and my struggles. Hey, I just look at myself, I'm like, get out of here, babe, get out. Those thoughts, outside and don't come back to sender, go back. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, if you are a yummy mommy and you are going through like it's not really not postnatal depression. It's really not. It's just you are just feeling like, I need a break, but you can't take a break because the kids are already there. I need to chill, but you can't chill because your kids are already there. It's okay not to be okay as a parent. It's okay not to be okay. You're doing the best you can. You're doing amazing. Keep going. Keep wanting the best for your kids. I don't need the right person will come at the right time. Point is, babies are a blessing. Babies kuja with their own sahani, and babies need a lot of love and care and attention and just everything nice. Me, I don't know. When I sleep at night, I want all the best for my son and for my future children. So really think deep about it, and who you get a child with also matters. As much as we could be co-parenting, by the way, I make co-parenting look easy. That's what my cousin was telling me, but it's the real ghetto. It's the real ghetto, honey. It's the real ghetto. And some are a blessing. Kids are a handful. Kids are Kids are just kids. So before you get kids, please, you best be careful, honey. You best be careful. You best be thinking through properly. Yeah, and with the right person at the right time, in the right manner. Okay, another life lesson that I have learned in my few years is that music is medicine to the soul. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, which you should if you don't. You've been seeing all my stories have like a song. Currently, I'm jamming to Do So Mama. You give me love, oh. By Otile Brown. Shout out to you, Otile Brown, for making our lives interesting. And all this like vibration jams and I don't know if I know the name of the song, but it's by CK. Those sometimes like I'm in such a happy mood, but when I listen to a song, I'm even happier. Sometimes I'm in such a cranky mood, but when I listen to a song that resonates, I get from that cranky mood to a happy mood. I don't know, but I've learned that music makes me happy. So sometimes when I'm sad, I just plug on that music, I listen. Sometimes when my heart is craving, when my heart is really craving to like worship, I put on worship songs, I listen to those songs, I feel like I have worship. That's for me, and that's what's been working for me. Music just has a way of changing things, and I'm happy that that's what we're going to be doing in heaven, just singing continuously and dancing. I like dancing. I have 2 left feet, but I love dancing and listening to music and all genres of music. I love Swahili music to death. I just love music. Yeah, music is medicine to my soul. It could be medicine to your soul. So I do appreciate music. Another life lesson that I have learned, unfortunately it might be late enough, is that I'm not gonna make it alone. And I've been listening to this song, I'm not gonna make it alone. And it's so true. It might not just with regards to relationships, because me in my relationships, but this is what I mean. Sometimes I don't know what gets into our heads, and then we end up feeling like I suck, I don't have people around me, I'm just a lot of yes, or a lot of that negative talk. Please always remember, you are never alone. There's people, no man is an island. No man is an island. Sometimes you feel like, okay, I have this job, I don't know who will help me in this job, I'm the only one doing this, I don't understand. But in reality, it's not like that. There's always someone placed somewhere to help you in whatever you need. Be it like you're trying to purchase this, be it you're trying to look for this in your industry or work or a relationship, you're never alone. Once you break up and then you always feel like I'm lonely, I'm sad, I'm by myself, or you lose people in your life and you feel like I'm so alone now, you're never alone. There's people strategically placed for you at the right time, at the right season, in the right manner to bless your life. So never ever feel alone. Sometimes it sucks being lonely, and now with this all social media, you could end up staying by yourself for hours and days and months alone and feeling like you don't have the actual human touch. But remember, you're not alone, and you will never be alone. There's people placed strategically to bless and to bump into your life for you to learn some expensive lessons sometimes, and for you to learn some good lessons and some worthwhile lessons. Yeah, you're never alone, and you will never make it alone. I think I've lost count of the numbers, but we'll just proceed. Another lesson I have learned over time is that your brain is the most important organ of your body. Garbage in, garbage out. The people you surround yourselves around definitely influence your mindset, and your mindset definitely influences your attitude. Your attitude definitely influences your activities. So just guard your brain, guard your brain with all that you can, or rather have a mindset, a winning mindset, a positive mindset, a wealthy mindset for a lot of things in your life to change. And that is done through a work in progress. You have to work so hard to know what's going into your brain, what's coming out of your brain. Unfortunately, we don't recognize that. I think like 97, I watched a documentary where it said 97% of our bodies or whatever we do is like a subconscious. It's like at the back of your mind. You're just doing it because of reflex without actually thinking. You're just waking up and brushing your teeth and doing this and the other because of just like without even thinking deeply into it. But if you take time and think deeply into things, I'm not saying overthink, because I overthink, especially now with COVID-19. Initially, the first 2-3 weeks, I was just overthinking overthinking, and it was just taking me downhill. And overthinking about the business, overthinking about like just all over the place. I'm not saying overthinking, I'm saying thinking critically and thinking deeply, because your brain is the most important organ of your body. It conducts and it determines so much around you. So guard your brain and feed your brain and nurture your brain. Another lesson that I have learned would be that life is too short to be spent on hating on people. And the other day, my friend asks me, "You're still buying hair from that shop, and that girl is now dating your ex." And I'm just like, babe, life is too short. Don't I look nice in that hair? Isn't it my money? It's kill them with kindness. Don't spend your time thinking, oh, Sidri, who and this and that. And I've realized there's such a bad like I've spent this couple of few weeks and months interacting with very different circle of friends, and you find that in those circles of those new friends that you're finding, or those circle of people that you've met together, they're just out there to like hate on each other, to like steal the next person from this person and do the next bad thing. For what, guys? For what? Why are we a generation that we're focusing on such negative things and there's such beautiful things on this other side? Why? For what? How? And then initially it's just breeding like thoughts and feelings of hatred in your heart, and it's you who ends up suffering. Why? Why should I suffer? Why should I feel bad? People are living their best lives. They don't even care about you. You're hating on them so deeply. So life is too short to be spent on hating on people. So yeah, and to shut my best friend down, which I love you so much for asking me those questions. Of course, I'm not gonna be stupid and continue buying hair from that shop, because now I have known where I was buying my hair from. She had malicious plans or whatever, and that's their own. I wouldn't be dumb to continue buying hair there, but I'm not gonna hate on her. I'm not gonna say, oh, this hair I bought from a different shop because I don't want people to go to her shop. Of course not. Go and buy from her shop, because this hair is beautiful, it's gorgeous. It was worth what I paid for. Might be a bit expensive, but it was worth what I paid for. And life is too short. Don't hate on people also on behalf of other people. Like, you're busy hating on her. I don't even hate her, and you're busy hating on her. So life is too short to be spent on hating on people. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, love does not boast, love that rejoices in the truth, love that always protects, love that always hopes, and love that never, like, in life, those are the things that I want to be surrounded and be known for in the little short life that I have, or the long life that I will have, because life is too short to be spent hating on people, and also hating on people on behalf of people. Another lesson that I have learned on top of another lesson I have learned, hey, my Budescos have taught me lessons. My Budesco, shout out to again Betty Keller again for the Budesco vibe. My Budescos have taught me lessons. But another thing I've also learned by myself is that it doesn't matter what Budesco you're dating. Don't feel pressure. If your Budesco doesn't speak proper English, it's fine, he's yours. If your Budesco dresses Sidri how, it's fine, he's your Budesco. Always stand up for your Budesco, always respect your Budesco, always be there for him. Like, if he's there for you, that is, be there for him. Like, I've reached a point where sometimes with the person I'm co-parenting with, sometimes some people want to talk negative things about him, and I don't entertain it. I'm like, as much as he's done all those crazy things to me, there's a way in which I still have some respect towards him. And if I show that, then those people end up respecting him and stop talking about those things about that person. So if you love your Budesco, take time appreciating them, take time embracing. If they speak broken English with Kalenjin mixed in between, it's fine, that's yours. Embrace it, love him. And it doesn't matter. Don't let people tell you, oh no this, oh no that. That board of directors or that AGM people are having, it doesn't matter. You're an adult now. You don't need to be told anything about this Budesco. You don't need to be seeking opinions from people who are not even in successful Budesco-ships with other people. So it's very important to take your time to understand and not to take opinions and validations from people who have not experienced things that you've not experienced. And it's very important to appreciate and love your Budesco and let your Budesco know that you appreciate them. Because Mimi, I don't know how to do that, but if you can, that would be nice. That would be nice. In terms of being young, I'm no longer the youngest person in the room. You know how we used to always say, but I'm still young. I can do this. I can do all these things. I'm still young. I can get away with this. I'm still young. I am no longer the youngest person in the room. I'm closer to 30 than I was to any other number. So I will forever be young. I will forever have the young spirit in me. But I have to realize that I'm no longer the youngest person in the room. I'm no longer growing younger. I am growing younger, like mind, body, spirit, and don't I look young? But anyway, I'm no longer the younger person in the room, so there's people who are looking up to me now. I have to be very cautious of what I'm doing. I have to be very cautious of what I'm saying. I have to think through before I actually talk, before I actually do something, because there's people behind me who are actually looking up to me. And just cautiously thinking about that as I'm getting older is a lesson that I have learned. Yep, yebo. When it comes to personal things for yourself, spend time in doing things that you really love. Like for me, I love buying shoes. I spend time on Instagram shops, scrolling, pushing that button and comparing from this site to the other site. I spend so, and I don't feel guilty about it. And I pour all my coins there. I don't feel bad because yeah, in life you have to find something that you love and spend time doing the things that you love. If you enjoy eating donuts from I don't know where, eat those donuts. If you enjoy eating burgers from Mama Rocks, buy those burgers. Kula, Nona, enjoy. Let that cheese melt through your throat and enjoy, embrace that moment, appreciate that moment. Because it's very important for you to do the things that you actually enjoy doing. And for me, I've learned that those are the things. I like things that are in fashion. I might be behind. I might not be up on belly or frontline in fashion. I like looking nice. I like having the nicest hair. So if you're watching and you want to buy me hair, there's some hair that I wanted, you could DM. Yeah, I'm joking. But yeah, in case, I like those kind of things. I want to have the nicest hair. I want to have my nails done. I want to have the nicest designer bags. I want to have the nicest sunglasses. I want to have the nicest scarves. Have you been seeing my scarves from Truly Gorgeous? Yeah. Have you been seeing how I've been trying to stand for the gram? Yeah. I like those things and I'm taking time to embrace and enjoy doing those things. I'm enjoying doing my makeup. It's just that borders are closed. I don't know where I'm gonna get nails from. I really don't know because borders are closed. My makeup is this much left, but I'm enjoying. I'm still enjoying doing my makeup. I'm enjoying to go nowhere, to see nobody, for myself, not for anybody. So for the things that you love doing, do them and do them to the uttermost. Do them with excellence. If it's shopping, shop with excellence. If it's traveling, travel with excellence. If it's partying, party with excellence. Yeah. Do the things you love doing and it's okay. Another lesson that I've learned is that you can have it all. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You can have all things, just not at the same time, because I've done a couple of businesses, guys. I've put my hand here and then everywhere, but I feel like the only weakness that I had is that I wanted to do them all at this damn same time. You can't do them all at the same time because I was working for an investment bank. I had a nail shop in town. I had an online business where I was selling clothes, and I was wanting to launch another one where I'm selling shoes, and one I was doing goats from Baringo. Like I was just doing everything, and I was actually doing them, but it was just not working out because it was all at the same time. Like there's a season and a reason for every single thing. You can do everything. I could have the biggest nail parlor in the whole of Kenya or East Africa, but just not at the same time as running my goat business, which I want to be exporting to Bahrain. And you get, like, I can have it all, but just not at the same time, and it's okay. Kila kitu na rate yake, kila kitu na pace yake, pole pole ndio mwendo. That's another lesson that I've learned. I know I've talked about courtesy, but this is slightly different. It's borderline to courtesy, but this is now humility. Courtesy is like good manners, but now this is like humility. Humility does go a long way. Again, humility is just, from where I'm seated, what I mean is like not looking down upon the next person. Humility does go a very long way, because if what you have now is taken away from you, would you still be who you are? So humility is very, very important, because whatever you have doesn't define you. Whatever you own doesn't define you. The cars, the houses, the like, all those things, whatever I have, whatever, all these things don't define who I am. I still have to be humble. I'm still a human being. I still have some humanity in me. So humility does go a very long way, especially now for the younger people, who a lot of material things is what is defining who they are. A lot of likes, a lot of followers, and you might get some sense of pride in you, and you forget that you're dealing with people just like you. It's very important to remind yourself that humility does go a long way, because we did say the future is uncertain, and it's just nice being a nice human being. Yeah. As we are approaching embracing the new normal post COVID-19, or currently in COVID-19 times, I've learned that getting systems and structures that work for you, now those are boss moves. Those are boss moves. Because now you imagine, I'm struggling. I had said I'm gonna be doing Zoom calls, but life is happening left, right, and center, and I'm not gonna let life not happen so that I do these Zoom calls. But imagine if I had a system, in place, not just that dream team I'm talking about. If I had systems and structures, like if I had websites and pre-recorded videos and things, if I had systems and structures, life wouldn't be this hard. I wouldn't be feeling overwhelmed. I wouldn't be feeling like I don't like what I'm doing. I wouldn't feel like I'm not giving value, because they're already there. And what if I'm not there today? The business will still run because those systems and structures are already there. So it's very important to put. I'm learning the importance hardly. It's nikiboka na chapa na maisha in terms of putting systems in place and structures that work, even if I'm not there. Now that is being an actual entrepreneur. Right now I'm self-employed. That is actually being an entrepreneur. Self-employed means like I might not work for somebody, but I work for myself, and if I don't show up to work, my business doesn't run. But an entrepreneur, even if he doesn't show up to work, those systems put in place run the business. And that's what I want, so that I get blessed with generational wealth. I need my PA, whoever you are, please note that down. I need to have systems in place. Yeah, and you do need systems in place. Change systems, make life easier. Okay. It's also very important to, especially in line with embracing the new normal, or even the past, it's very important to take time off. Like, if you're really into social media, take time off technology, take time off. Once you get home, switch off your phone, be with your family, be in the present moment. And in that time, use that time that you're off there to spend with family and friends, or to spend empowering yourself, reading a new book, learning a new skill. Like, just, I don't know if I should say time management, or I should just say taking time off technology to be in touch with the background, to be in touch with the real life. And as much as you're in touch with the real life, you're in touch with the real life using that time well, learning a new skill, learning something new, hanging out with people through the books that they've written. It's really, really important. Finally, is that without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Thank you so much, guys. Finally, is I wouldn't make it in life without you guys who are watching my content, you people who support me, the clients that I've served, the people that I've worked with, and I'm so grateful, and I do appreciate all of you. So that's another lesson, that without you guys, I would not be here. I would not be as far as I've come, and I really am grateful, and I appreciate it so, so much. Thank you guys for listening to my rants. If this was fun, please do leave a thumbs up. If it was boring, please, you can tell us in the comment section and suggestion box down below what we could do different. I hope it was fun. I hope you did learn a couple of things. I did share, at least I was sharing what I have learned, where I could actually improve, because there's room for improvement. There is room for improvement. I'm still young, not forever young, but I'm not the youngest in the room. And yeah, if this content did resonate with you, please, please, please do share this with anybody who you think would find value from this. Give us a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is that red button where it's just a subscribe. Tap on it and then click on the notification bell. And that's it, Afalani. Anyway, yeah, I love how Sean Orwa tells her subbies, like, guys, in this channel we don't skip ads. In this channel we subscribe. So in this channel too, we don't just watch without subscribing. We don't just watch without sharing. We don't just watch without uploading. And content creation is hard, guys. Hey, man, I don't know how people who do content creations, like, I don't know how you guys, I respect you. I have a newfound respect for people who do content creation because it's work. Sometimes you shoot stuff and it's opposite direction. You're editing for like 3 days. Content creation is hard. Anyway, back to the main point. Please, guys, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy and do give me as much feedback. Leave the comments down below. And I love you guys. Thank you and see you guys on the next video.